Hello, my name is Ryan LaRue, and my speech topic is zoos. Imagine you're in a zoo, you're having fun until you see all the faces of the animals. They want to be free and get away from all the mistreatment the zoos causes for them. Why do zoos mistreat these animals, and why haven't we done anything to help these animals even though we know they're doing this to them? In order to answer these questions, I will persuade you that zoos are an inhumane practice that mistreats animals. I will be able to speak about this topic because I have done a lot of research and have been going to zoos all of my life. To back up my argument, I will present that zoos mistreat animals, zoo confinement is psychologically damaging to the animals, and zoos are an inhumane practice. To start off with, let's see how zoos mistreat animals. Animal abuse is widespread in 75% of all the World Association of Zoos and Aquarium facilities. And one of the main events, situations of the mistreatment was on May 28, 2017. A 17-year-old Western lowback gorilla named Harambe was killed in the Cincinnati Zoo because a 3-year-old kid fell into his enclosure and the zoo shot him because they thought he was an endangerment to the kid. The only reason the kid was in the zoo enclosure because it was a faulty enclosure and there was a lack of supervision on the kid, which is just bad parenting in general. Not only do they mistreat the animals, just being in confinement is psychologically damaging to the animals. One of the main disorders that animals develop because of being in confinement is called zoochosis, and some of the symptoms are the animals rocking back and forth in their enclosure. They usually bite the bars. They regurgitate the food, and many more alarming causes. And one of the main things zoos do to try to help the animals with them, because they don't want to alarm the people visiting in the zoo, they give them a lot of drugs to kind of quiet them down so the zoochosis is not easily known and seen. But all this shows that zoos are an inhumane practice because many of the animals bred in the zoos stay there because they're a lot less likely to survive in the wild because they don't get enough exercises because they're just in the confinement 24/7 in terrible conditions. And according to the National Geographic, 80% of all zoo animals have zoochosis because of course, the terrible conditions they live in. They can't handle it. All this shows that zoos are an inhumane practice that needs to be stopped because they mistreat animals, and overall it's psychologically damaging to the animals. I got my information from 19 Sad Animals in Captivity Statistics. Friday marked 5 years since Harambe at the Cincinnati Zoo after a boy fell into the gorilla's world exhibit. Modern zoos are not the moral cost, and should animals be kept in zoos? And zoos are detrimental to animals' health. Thank you.
Just send it.